Hello, I am Aubrey Reyes, Unit Head of Labor and Delivery in Brokenshire Medical Center, and we are now in the session 5 of your training in lactation. So, I will be discussing birth practices and breastfeeding. Step 4, place baby skin to skin contact with their mothers immediately following birth for at least an hour and encourage mothers to recognize when their babies are ready to feed. So this is very important right after the delivery to place the baby skin to skin contact with their mother and initiate the latching. If they need help, so we can offer our help. Sabi nga nila, the care that a mother experiences during the labor and birth can affect breastfeeding and how she cares for her baby. There's a lot of factors that may affect the mother why bakit na-delay sila mag-breastfeeding or hindi nila maasikaso si baby right away because sa mga na-experience niya during the labor and delivery. What practices help a mother initiate breastfeeding soon after birth? First is emotional support during labor. So this is very important because having continuous support, whether it came from their partner, from us healthcare provider or doula, it will boost the confidence of the mother because also the positive emotional support during labor and delivery such as encouragement or yung mga reassurance and providing them calm environment have fostered a sense of security to our mothers that they will feel empowered in doing breastfeeding right away after the delivery. Next is attention on the effects of pain medication on the baby. Mostly of the mothers will ask pain medications, lalong-lalo na kung di na nila makaya yung pain during labor. But we have to explain to them the effects of pain medications on the baby because some of the medications, lalong-lalo na yung mga strong pain relievers or sedatives can interfere the initiation of breastfeeding kasi this medication may cause the baby to oversleep. And dahil oversleep si baby, so the ability of flush is affected then. And also, this may also delay the onset of milk production. Next is offering light foods and fluids during labor. So, this will help na magkaroon sila ng energy, no? Both during the delivery and after the delivery. So, bigyan talaga natin sila ng foods para meron silang lakas. And sa mga mothers na, wag lang yung full meal kasi sa mga mothers na masyadong intense ang pain, baka isuka lang nila yan. So, makadagdag lang yung feeling ng hirap nila kung magsusuka pa sila dahil lang sa marami silang nakain. So, offering light foods and fluids is okay lang yan siya. Freedom of movement during labor. Pwede pa talaga silang maglakad. So, encourage talaga natin silang maglakad, mag-move, mag-squat if kaya pa nila para mas mapabilis din ang progress ng labor nila. And also, ma-exercise din ang katawan nila. No? So, mas okay kung exercise sila, mas mapabilis ang labor and mas konti lang yung pain na maranasan nila or mas shorten ang pain na mararanasan nila. Avoidance of unnecessary section because again, maraming factors. If ever na si mother, pwedeng si baby is malagay muna siya sa NCU for observation or si mother kasi sedated so hindi niya agad ma-initiate ang breastfeeding and skin to skin kasi ongoing ang operations and also ang tawag dito, hindi pa siya makagalaw right away. right after the delivery. I mean, hindi pa niya maigalaw yung buong katawan niya, yung half of katawan. Early mother-baby contact, tulad ng sabi ko kanina, skin-to-skin contact is very important right after the delivery, and dyan din natin i-facilitate ang the first feed. So, kung meron tayong practice na pwedeng maka-help to initiate the breastfeeding, meron din naman tayong hindrances na practice. First is lack of support. Tulad nga ng sabi ko kanina is very important ang supporting system ni mother during the labor and delivery. If ever a lack of support, especially sa mga hospitals na busy or mga busy ang staff, 'di ba? It can lead to feeling of isolation or confusion sa ating mga mother. So making breastfeeding and bonding more difficult to them. So very important talaga na andyan tayo para ma-coach sila, ma-explainan sila, 'di ba? And also sa mga loved ones naman nila, no, very crucial ang support kasi ang a mother experienced already, some of the mothers experienced already na nagkaroon sila ng trauma, fear, or overwhelming stress during the labor. So it can affect her emotional state and hinder her ability to bond with her baby. So hayaan muna niya dyan si baby. Mas gusto niya munang magpahinga. Pain medications, tulad na sabi ko kanina, sedation. So groggy pa si mother, hindi pa agad niya ma-start. IV lines, takot siya na, or the positioning na baka masakit yung kamay niya, or baka matakot siya kasi baka ma-dislodge ang IV. Episiotomy, yun din, takot din siya gumalaw kasi baka iniisip ng ibang mothers natin is baka magbuka yung tahi, yun siya. Wrapping the baby sometimes, wrapping the baby is sometimes makes the baby sleep, no? Kapag sobrang mahigpit yung wrap kay baby is talagang feeling niya is ino-hold siya and sleep lang siya. That's why si mother, pag nakita niya or ayaw na minsan niyang galawin, no, si baby kasi nakikita niya tulog lang si baby, so makakapagpahinga siya. So, hindi na niya gagalawin. Hayaan na lang muna magpahinga matulog si baby para siya din matulog. Next is separating the mother from the baby. Yun nga, if ever si baby is, or si mother na CS, dahil non-reassuring, so possible na si baby sa NCU muna. If ever si baby may complication or for medication, so sa NCU muna si baby. So, ayun, makahinder din siya na ma-initiate ang breastfeeding. We have effect of support to mother. So, ang effect ng support natin kay mother first is reduced perception of pain. Kasi, syempre, mas na-explainan natin sila na andyan tayo as support nila. So, parang sa kanila is medyo nababawasan yung stress, yung pain. Diba? Kasi mas mapapabilis yung labor. Encourage mobility kasi alam na nila na mas mapapabilis ang labor if ever maggalaw-galaw sila or lakad-lakad sila or squat-squat. Reduce stress kasi yun nga naandyan tayo to support them, 'di ba? Providing them calm environment. So, mas malesen ang stress nila. Yun nga mapabilis ang labor, and kapag nangyari yon is reduce din ang need for intervention. And of course, mas na-increase pa natin ang confidence ni mother. Ano naman ang effect kay baby? So, ang effect ni baby kapag okay si mother, okay din si baby. So, increase ang alertness of baby, reduce risk of hypothermia kasi ma-hold siya ni mother, kasi na-initiate natin ang skin-to-skin contact, and also the breastfeeding talaga. So, magkaroon sila ng bonding, easier bonding with the baby, and early and frequent feeding. We also have non-medication methods of pain relief. So if ever na-explain na natin si mother and ayaw niya ng pain medication dahil meron siyang possible effect kay baby, then pwede natin itong gawin. Like, yan, number one is labor support. Again, paulit-ulit na it will, ang tag dito, boost the confidence of our mothers. Walking and moving around para mas mapabilis ang labor. Massage, if ever na may massage sa kanila, pwede lang natin i-massage to at least lessen the pain. And also warm water, makalas din yan siya ng pain. Quiet environment with no bright lights and feel lang ang people around, makalas siya ng stress, maka-focus si mother. And labor and giving birth position of the mother's choice, kung ano lang ang gusto niyang position na mas comfortable siya para or sa tingin niya na doon mas lesser ang pain na nararamdaman niya, then okay lang yan siya. For the birth practices, when giving birth, all mothers need a skilled attendant present. So there is a nurse, doctors, the pedia, the midwives, minimal use of invasive procedure, like minimal lang yung IE, doing internal examination kasi painful yan para sa kanila. Universal precaution against infection using sterile techniques, sterile gloves, and use of interventions only when medically indicated as much as possible. Hanggang maaari, yun nga, avoidance of cesarean section. So, skin-to-skin contact and early breastfeeding. Skin-to-skin contact, ensure uninterrupted, unhurried skin-to-skin contact. So, right after the delivery, so kahit na hindi pa nag-clamping or cutting off cord, right away dapat ma-initiate na natin na mailagay na natin si baby sa chest ng mother to have skin-to-skin contact. So, no hurry. Start immediately even before cord clamping. Arrange that skin-to-skin contact continue for at least 1 hour after birth. So, take note that baby should be dried off as they're placed on the baby's skin. So, pwede lang tayo doon mag-dry para kay baby para hindi siya ganun malamigan. And for the baby who are not stable at birth can receive the skin-to-skin contact later when they are stable na. The importance of skin-to-skin contact. So, number one, it calms the mother and the baby. It helps the baby regulate their temperature, keeps the baby warm, stabilize blood sugar, and promotes bonding to the mother, and of course reduces baby crying and stress because this contact also stimulates the baby's natural feeding instincts. So allow the baby to find the breast and self-attach, making it easier for them to latch and breastfeed. We also have barriers to skin contact. So number one is concern that the baby will get cold kasi nangingitim na yung kamay at saka paa. So kailangan muna siyang ma-warm. Baby needs to be examined, lalo na yung mga may complications. Baby need to be bathed. Baby is not alert or sedated. Paglabas ni baby is hindi agad siya umiyak or na masyadong naparami ang sedation ni mother kaya na apektuhan si baby. Mother needs to be stitched. Mother is tired, hindi na siya makafocus kay baby. Mother does not want to hold the baby, maybe because stressful ang napagdaanan niya during labor. So, na-trauma siya. Delivery room is busy. Wala nang mga staff na available to stay with mother and baby. How to assist the first-time mothers at the breast. So what we call the initiation. First is to help Recognize pre-feeding behavior or cues, like the baby is taking short rest in an alert state, the baby is bringing hands to his mouth, focusing on areola, moving towards the breast, and finding the nipple. Yung nakaka-amaze to siya kasi alam ng mga babies natin kung saan mahahanap ang breast ni mother. Second is there should be no pressure on the mother and baby regarding how soon the baby feed takes place, how long a first baby feed would last, how well the attachment of the baby in the breast, and how much colostrum the baby takes. Role of the health worker during initiation of breastfeeding. So, provide time and calm environment para mas makafocus si mother, help the mother find a comfortable position, so kung ano ang gusto niyang position para ma-hold niya si baby ng maayos, point out positive behaviors of the baby such as alertness and rooting. So, ang mga feeding cues ni baby, explain lang natin kay mother, build the mother's confidence, avoid rushing the baby to the breast or pushing the breast into the baby's mouth. How can we help initiate breastfeeding after a cesarean section? So, some of the mothers is, yun nga, di ba, pag after cesarean section is hindi pa talaga yan sila totally makamove freely. So, presence of a supportive health worker or a doula is really important kasi sila yung tutulong or pwedeng mag-assist kay mother para makapagpa-breastfeed si mother and also for the skin-to-skin contact. So, encourage the mother to have skin-to-skin contact as soon as possible. Kasi, syempre, para makapag-bonding din na agad sila ni baby and of course, yun nga, makahelp din yan siya sa kanya for her recovery. Assist initiated breastfeeding and help find comfortable position. So, this is the step 4, help mothers initiate breastfeeding within half hour of birth. Again, place the baby skin-to-skin contact with their mothers immediately after birth for at least an hour and encourage mothers to recognize whether their babies are ready to breastfeed. And again, if they need our help, then we can offer our help. So as a summary, lagi kong sinasabi or paulit-ulit na sinasabi sa topic na to, good supportive practices na all, if ever na merong positive emotional support si mother during the labor and delivery na napagdaanan niya is maboost ang kanyang confidence and magiging competent enough siya to really ready to interact with her baby. And if ready na siya, dyan na mangyayari ang skin-to-skin contact and also breastfeeding will be initiated. So, ayun lang. Hopefully, you enjoy the topic and thank you very much for listening. Have a nice day.